If you live in Michigan, chances are that you've dealt with a wet basement, perhaps on more than one occasion. I know I have.
Yeah, and it's not just annoying, it's actually pretty pricey. It's expensive, but it can also be a pretty big hassle to clean up.
Jeff Lee and Joel Wensley from Mechanical Heating and Cooling show us and you how to stay protected while actually saving money.
Well, it's not quite Christmas time yet, but the cold weather sure is rolling in pretty fast, and when it does, we want to be prepared. One of the first tips I'd like to give you is to clean out the gutters on your home. The gutters, when they're debris-free, they can flow easily out instead of icing up and backing up underneath your shingles. That's what's called ice damming, and that can cause a lot of damage to your home. Joel here's got a pretty good little tool that he's using that we picked up at the home improvement store that makes it a snap to do. Long as we're outside, let's take a look at a couple other things that might help as well. Another thing we're going to want to take care of here on the outside is removing the water hoses and making sure that they're drained. Unless you have frost-free faucets, you may want to go ahead and shut the water off to this on the inside, because if this runs through an unheated space, those plumbing pipes could bust, and that's no good for anybody. As long as we're out here, one more thing. If you've got storm windows, go ahead and put them up. That storm window provides an extra barrier against the cold winter winds. Can actually wind up saving you a lot of money. That's about it for the outside. Let's head inside and see what good we can do in there. Now that we're here on the inside, do you remember that plumbing pipe I was telling you about that could run through an unheated area? We've got one here, and if you've been having problems with yours busting or freezing, you may want to go ahead and wrap this with what's called a heat tape. You plug it in and it keeps warm all winter long so that you don't have any problems. Next stop is our smoke detector. Change the battery once a year, and while you're at it, look for your carbon monoxide detector and change its battery also if you have one that's not a plug-in model. One note about carbon monoxide detectors, they don't last forever. You're going to want to change this entire unit completely about every 2 years to make sure to keep your family safe. Now over here at the furnace, we need to change the filter to ensure proper airflow, proper air cleaning, and while you're at it, a good thing to think about is having the furnace cleaned or reconditioned to make sure that you don't have any problems with it when the winter really hits. One last note, for those of us that have fireplaces, we're going to want to get the creosote clean from the chimney. Creosote is the black stuff that carbons up on the inside that can cause fires. Have that professionally done and you won't have any problems. That's it. We've taken care of some things on the outside. We've cleaned up a few things on the inside, all to keep your family healthy and safe. For Fox 2 How To, I'm Jeff Lee.
For more information on Jeff Lee and Mechanical Heating and Cooling, just head to myfoxdetroit.com and click on the how-to link on the homepage. Read today's tip of the day while you're there and use the forum to ask your own how-to questions.